Hey guys, Jetpack Jeff again with another cool video. We just had something happen in our local area with fire, EMS, and the Charles County Sheriff's Office. I figured I'd share another cool story. Anyway, this story goes out to Matt. I understand what you're going through. I really feel for you. I'm glad you're okay, Matt. Anyway, this is the story of how our boy Matt got stuck in the bathroom. Alright, so the story begins. I was on my way out. Me and my dad went to CubeSmart. We had a storage lockers over there, and a couple people went in and out through the day. We spent like 3-4 hours there. Nothing too long, but we spent a little while there. We moved stuff from one lock to another. Got it done one night. Pretty sweet. So we're on our way out the door, and this lady walks up. She looks kind of distressed. She's like, "My son's stuck in the bathroom." And this is a storage facility, so everything is, this is a secure facility. All the doors are metal. There's locks on them, heavy-duty locks, heavy-duty walls. Everything's reinforced concrete, reinforced steel. Like, this stuff is an ironclad fortress. You can't get in without severe tools or saws or sledgehammers or serious equipment. So anyway, she looked distressed. So basically what happened was he had gone into the bathroom and she was outside the bathroom. He was like, "Oh, there's something in the bathroom I want to show you." Went in the bathroom, I guess got changed. I'm not sure what happened. Anyway, he had to change it. He had to change when he walked out. He had to change the clothes in his hand, and then she gave me two different stories. It was weird. I don't know why she gave me two different stories, because she gave me two different. Her first story was, he had got in there to show her that there was shit on the wall, and he got in first. The door shut behind him. He was about to let her in to show her. I guess he used the bathroom or something. I don't know what happened. He was gonna show her, and then he couldn't get out. So the door, and then mind you, this is stupid people 101. This guy gets a Darwin Award. There was a sign that said "bathroom out of order," right? Very clear as day, pretty big letters. You can't miss it. Center of the door. Anyone, no matter the height, could see it. It said "restroom out of order." Big bold letters, black font, really, really noticeable, right? Bathroom out of order. The guy went in anyway. I guess he really had to take a dump or something. I don't know what happened. Anyway, so she gave me two different stories. That was the main one she stuck to. Other variant, something happened, and I don't know, something suspicious went on. Anyway, so he was in the bathroom. He was freaking out. The mother claimed he had anxiety, which I definitely believe. He was definitely freaking out. So I stepped in and did my best to calm him down. I said, "It's okay. I understand what you're going through. This happened to me before." I gave the handle a jiggle and said, "Can you take one step back?" And so I can try the handle. He did not comply. And I let it go. My dad was like, "Oh, let's go home." And I'm like, I used to be, I told her, I stuck with her. I was like, "You want somebody to stick with you?" She's like, "No, I'm good." And I'm like, let me stick with you because I want to learn. Because I did learn. I kept her company. My whole thing was I kept her company while she was going through stuff. We talked about what was going on. She was very embarrassed by Matt being stuck in there. It was a mother and son. Matt was her son, around 30, 40, a little bit older than me. But he was very embarrassed, and I was like, I understand. He was embarrassed initially, and then extremely angry that the door couldn't open. The door handle was going up and down, and every which way it was jiggling. It was like about to come off, but it was not opening. He somehow got in, but he couldn't get out because it was out. The door handle was broken, so it was out of order clearly. Anyway, so she told me that he could not get out of the bathroom, and I was like, okay, yeah, that's fine. So basically, I stuck with her until the sheriff's office came. She called the non-emergency line. I called the non-emergency line. There was a substation right there. When I called the non-emergency line, the female dispatcher was very rude and mean. So thumbs down for that dispatcher. She needs a peer review because She was very not. She was not professional at all. She didn't ask for any details. She said, "You're calling about this. We have the other lady on the call right now. Basically, shut up and go away." In short term, she said, "We have the other person on the line. We know what's going on. Thank you. Goodbye." And she hung up on me. Usually, as a 911 dispatcher, you're not supposed to hang up on the patient or the person that's calling. Usually, so I was very surprised. And when I asked her, I gave her the address. She didn't ask for the address, but I gave her the address anyway. And she didn't ask for. Usually, they conduct. I've done lots of 911 calls, called in for emergencies, and they've asked me my name, my phone number, where I'm calling from. Very professional. She was not professional. Like, big, like 50-point per. Very unprofessional. I was not impressed by that. That lady who called. And then on top of that, I'm a guy, and sometimes I sound feminine. I have, a moderate to high pitched voice. I don't have a big booming voice. And then on top of that, she offended me. She said, "Thank you, ma'am." I don't know what about it. That just pissed me off. She hung up after that, but I'm like, what the hell? Why the hell do you, A, assume my gender, and B, why the fuck would you do ma'am, sir? Like, you ask, what do you conform as? Are you a they, them? Are you ma'am? Yes, ma'am or sir is polite, but are you sure? And this is the second time this happened to me. Why the hell would you assume I'm a ma'am when you don't give my name or say he, she? Don't assume shit. That shit pisses people off right there. Because I am clearly, if you look at me, I am not a girl. I don't look like a girl. I may sound like a girl, but I do not look like a girl. I'm a guy all around, 100%. I don't always sound like a guy, and I'll admit to that, but if you look at me, I'm masculine. I am very masculine. So I was offended by that. I'm glad you hung up, because I was like, no, you don't disrespect me, and then hang up. Anyway, let it go. Shortly thereafter, the sheriff's office arrived. Short black guy. We both came out to the door, being very helpful to him. Short black guy. I mean, he was like 4'5". Like, this guy was very short. I was looming over him. The wife was looming over him. I could tell he felt kind of. We both walked up on him, and we felt kind of scared. I was like, he's like, "Who are you?" I'm like, "I'm just a bystander helping out, watching." So. And then after that, a buddy of his showed up, a little bit taller, backup showed up. White guy, very nice, chatted with us. He was about business. He was very, I was not impressed by him. He was not professional at all. And it was, he didn't really help. He didn't help too much. The second guy had very inexperienced officer. The second officer was tall, white guy. I would say same height as me. I'm about 5'9", so he's about a little bit tall, maybe 6 foot, a little bit taller than me. Officer. Very professional, very impressed by him. Anyway, after that, because right down the street is the Bryan's Road Fire Station. They showed up. First pulled in was the chief, the local chief. Chief pulled up, so that was cool. Chief pulled up, and that was pretty cool. So the chief pulled up, talked to Matt, talked him down, calmed him down nicely, said, "Hey, we're working to get you out. I got my buddies right on the way." And then the brush truck pulled up, and two other guys hopped out, a fat guy with a bunch of tools, and another younger gentleman, younger than me, like between 20 and 24, showed up. He was there. He just brought a hydraulic battering ram. I don't know what the hell the point was there, because he didn't do anything. He just stood there and got tools and was kind of dumb. So he was there, looking all dumb and shit. So, and then he was ready to go. The firefighter that was short and husky, black firefighter, very good, very professional. I gave him a compliment. He took it well. I said thank you. He brought a Halligan, which is a forcible entry tool, bolt cutters, and an axe, which are all forcible entry tools and very good for the situation. He didn't bring a saw because they had a brush truck. They don't have saws in the brush truck. But it was like they had the fire station right down the road, so they could have. One of them could have gone back and got the truck if they needed to, but they didn't need to. Luckily, what ended up happening is they busted the tip part of the handle off, and then they forced the handle. They used channel locks, pliers, to unlock the handle, and then he pulled it, and he pushed it, and he pulled it, and they got him out. And the funny thing was, once he came out, he was well embarrassed and head down, didn't want to be seen. Got the store's locker. I was pissed off and everything. I left. Sheriff's office left. He took care of his business. I went about my night. And then the sheriff's office deputy, when that first arrived on scene, he closed the door to secure it, and then tried to open it again, and it was stuck. Back to square one. And I joked with him. I was like, "Glad you weren't in there." And he didn't take my comment well at all. I was very. I made a comic rock. He didn't find it funny at all, so I was very like, "Oof, really?" Like, I made a joke and you don't hear my joke. Like, I know I'm not the best comedian, but I'm pretty damn funny when I can be. I'm pretty damn funny. Anyway, he didn't do shit, so I'm like, all right, whatever. I left. He left. Other sheriff's office left. The firemen were chatting outside. Yeah, everyone left. But it was a very interesting experience. I figured I'd hop on and share with you guys. It's been a while since I've done one of these EMS fire experiences. Probably the next one I'll share would be next time. If you like this video, subscribe. If I got enough likes and enough comments, I will make a video. The next video I'll make, lifestyle, will be about how I auditioned for the Charles County Sheriff's Office and almost passed. Let me know if you want to see that video. Drop a like, drop a comment. Let me know if you want to hear that story. And I'll make it. If you guys comment and like, I will make the story. So, anyway, peace.